Yes, it's goalless at the break. Could have had a couple of goals, but at least it's been very frenetic. Two sides being very, what's the word to use? Industrious, at least. Hearts of Oak having the greater possession, but Gold Stars looking as if they get that break, they could disturb the Phobians. Hearts back at their favourite hunting ground is goalless, and we're really lucky to have in our midst, a young legend. Don't say legends have to be old before we give them the title, or they have to be deceased. No, let's give this guy that title because he's about to do great things in and around football. Samuel Inkum joins us here, and so to Nanaidu. Nanaidu remains. We had a great game with Dreams. They've qualified. Congratulations to Dreams FC. Should have been the big news of the day, but there's so much happening around football. But still, it is a huge, success by Dreams. I think we should spend at least a minute on that before we talk about this game with the stats. Dreams FC, they've qualified.
Yeah, I think I'm happy for them. For a new team competing in the Confederations Cup for the first time and qualifying to the semi-final stage of the competition, massive achievement for the club. That is one. Number two, it tells a lot about our league. That when you plan and you put the right things in place, your team can go far in terms of the inter-club competition. When you look at the Dreams FC team, apart from John Entry, who has played for about more than 4 clubs in Africa, the likes of Ali Football Club, Future FC, Pyramid, and the likes, the rest of the players, this is their first time competing in the Confederations Cup. Etuahene, Jalilu, Adade, Makati, Ejei, Ejenim Boateng. These are all young players. Abdulaziz Issa, young players in the local scene, competing in the Confederations Cup for the first time. And they've been able to go to the semi-final stage of the competition. They started the Premier League stage. People didn't give them the chance that they will qualify to the group stage. They managed themselves. They entered into the group stage. Played 6 games in the group stage. Won 4 out of the possible 6. Now qualified to the quarterfinal. Now going to the semi-final. So I think it's a massive achievement for Ghana football, and I'm happy to see Dreams FC qualifying.
No doubt. And as I said, Sami is, also very happy. He's been in that position before. But they've done it in a time where Ghana football, we've had issues. The domestic league, for example, no player actually kicked a ball at the AFCON, if you talk about local players. But this is great for Ghana football and the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, I think we have to. I think I'm not seeing any signal out there. I think people have to talk about them. You understand? They are doing very well, in my opinion. They are also raising the flag of Ghana in terms of football, in terms of our league. They are doing, for me, they are doing massive, very good. But one thing we have to notice that we have to talk about them. We have to, I'm feeling
encourage, yeah,
encourage them. I'm feeling like now I'm supposed to see a lot of stuff from social media talking about them. This kind of, even some of the teams, our league teams, for instance, they have to talk about them because they are doing something that is for everybody. So I think, in my opinion, Karim Zito and his technical team and the playing body, they have done massive job.
Awesome. And of course, from the Ghana Premier League, we come back where it's goalless. We have no goals to show you, but a lot of incidents there. And the Bibiani Gold Stars making themselves quite useful. Hearts of Oak, perhaps on third gear, they can move up a notch in the second half. They have players who can come in from the bench. Gold Stars themselves have been quite consistent in their last 5. I think just 1 defeat in there. And they're looking very, if they can concentrate, they may be able to get Hearts on the break the possession. So I'm not too sure if it's accurate, but that's what the statistics tell us. Quite a huge margin for the Phobians, leading by 67% against 33. And I'm sure they're disappointed at not having a goal to match the shots on target 5, the corners, fouls committed 13 by Gold Stars means that they've been under more pressure, and even a yellow card they received midway through the first half. But something has to give. Otherwise, Gold Stars would grow in confidence in the second half, Nana.
Yeah, obviously, for Bibiani Gold Stars, when you look at their performance in the second round, they've started picking up, and you can see something is working for Coach Frimpong Manso. Right from the first round, they were struggling. Since Frimpong Manso took over the team, they are doing well in the Ghana Premier League. And all their games they've been playing at home in the second round, they've been managing to get the maximum win in their home games. So for them to come to Accra and get at least a draw in the first half, it tells you they would like to improve in the second half. They will get that motivation that with a little push, they can do well in the second half. And they have some quality players that can fight hard to fact, match them head to head. So they have a great team, and I think they've done well to maintain this scoreline in the first 45 minutes of the game.
They look defensive. The setup looks defensive, but sometimes when they're on the move, they look impressive. Just a bit slow, maybe not enough men in the box at the right time. We saw a couple of chances where the man was isolated at the front and had to wait for his teammates to come up. By then, Hearts of Oak had already covered those loose holes. But the Hearts have also had chances. There's a chance there. No, not really.
Bibiani Gold Stars.
Yeah.
Yes, that what clear chance from Bibiani Gold Stars. We're looking at that opportunity. But I think the first 45 minutes, the best chances have come in the way of Hearts of Oak. That is why you can see they are leading on the short target. 5 against 0 for Bibiani Gold Stars. The Bibiani Gold Stars, when they push up front, they don't really meet targets. But Hearts of Oak are doing everything possible to score. That is why in the first 20 minutes of the second half, there will be more pressure on the Bibiani Gold Stars defense. The only thing is they have experienced defenders playing for them. The likes of Vincent Atsenga, one of the experienced guys in the local scene, has been consistent right from Ibusunya Drafts to Hearts of Oak, moving outside to Albania, coming back to the local league, playing for Mediama Football Club, and now playing for the Bibiani Gold Stars. It tells you rich experience using to back this Bibiani Gold Stars team. So if Hearts of Oak would like to score, they need to make sure they can penetrate to the central defense of the Bibiani Gold Stars team.
Yeah, we've not had too many clear-cut chances, but here 3 shots, none going. The goalkeeper eventually smothered that to keep the Phobians at bay. They look like they want to win. They've messed up the opponent's half, Sami.
I think I believe that Bibiani, they have a proper game plan. You can see they know what they are doing on the pitch, and I think they came to frustrate Hearts of Oak. But I believe that Hearts of Oak is a team that, like we normally say, what do you call it? Until their bones are. You understand what I mean?
And they want to win this game.
They have to win this
put the
game.
icing on their, AGM. They had the family gathered. They outdoored their new board members. Yeah. There's a vibe. So the Phobians want to win this game.
Yeah, they have to do everything to win this game, because also it will give the fans more, you understand. They will be in such a way that, okay, the team is doing well because they lost their last game that they played before this one. So I think the players have to do everything. But I'm wondering why Gideon Asante, such a talent, he doesn't play. I don't understand. This is the question that I keep on. I think they have to bring him.
He's on the bench.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
So that's actually maybe, Sammy, that could be a plus. Maybe when things are not going right, you can bring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he can. I remember when I was in Hearts of Oak, the same game we play against Bibiani Gold Stars, he came from the bench and he changed the game totally.
So that could be the plan.
Yeah, I think so. They have to bring him. For me, he's a young child that, trust me, he has everything. We have to encourage him for him to develop very well. You understand? They have good players. Hamza, for instance, Befi. The coach is doing very well. The coach is doing very well. But at the end of the day, the fans need to resort. So what are you going to? The fans what they are going to get is their bonus to win.
They need to go out in their numbers and pay at the gates, and that would help the club.
There's something that I also want to plead with the fans. That, listen, they have to go in their numbers in the stadium. Hearts of Oak are doing very well. There's no point for you to sit down and just watch and you say you are a fan of Hearts of Oak. You understand? They have to go in their numbers. Let's bring the love that everybody talk about Ghanaian League. Let's bring them back. And if we do so, we help the club as well in terms of financial issues. You understand? So I think I will also plead with them to go to the stadium, go and cheer the boys up, and I think they have something better for them as well.
Yeah, we're talking about 200 million. Is it dollars? That they it's 200 million they have to raise over the next few years to close that gap and make them a profitable side. But Rostam Senogbe has been okay in the middle. The match, official, he's the man at the center. He's not had to do too much, and we're not talking about him, which means that perhaps the attention is on the players, which it should be. This is what Hearts have been doing. But a quick one before we join Prince. Goalkeeper change. Surprised?
Yes, not really. When you look at what happened at Samaboy against Samates, I'm not surprised they've changed him, and Richard Atta is now on the bench, and a new goalkeeper has taken over from him.
Okay, let's see how it goes. And Prince Annan is standing by to take away the second half.
The second half of the game involving Accra